morning. Happy Friday. Hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. Amazon. Flash briefing.
Jamie getting the flash briefing. In NPR News.
Drink this morning.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Corva Coleman. Federal prosecutors say they want a speedy trial in the latest set of charges to be filed against former President Donald Trump. He's accused of conspiring to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. Yesterday, Trump pleaded not guilty to 4 criminal charges. He spoke at a Washington area airport after leaving the courthouse.
This is a persecution of a political opponent. This was never supposed to happen in America.
Trump's defense team says it wants to try to move the trial out of Washington to West Virginia. The Republican-led state went for Trump in the 2020 election. From Palm Springs, California to New Orleans, tens of millions of Americans are once again under excessive heat warnings. NPR's Amy Held reports dangerous heat in the triple digits is forecast to persist through the weekend.
The heat dome is once again acting like a lid, trapping the hot air in the south. Texas could break daily records. Enter the humidity, and parts of Arkansas, Mississippi, and Louisiana could feel like 120 degrees.
It becomes a dangerous heat index that we're very worried about for the next few days.
Josh Weiss, a meteorologist with the National Weather Service, says the same heat dome that brought record heat to the southwest in July has shifted eastward. And while next week should be cooler, the longer a heat dome lasts, Weiss says, the harder it is to break down.
It's more likely the heat dome will reposition itself somewhere else across the country.
Scientists say such heat domes are getting worse amid human-caused climate change. Amy Held, NPR News.
This is
The
something
2
y'all
black
made up.
lawmakers expelled from the
Nobody
Tennessee
says
House
heat
for
dome.
protesting on the floor have been
pull
re-elected
that
to their
malarkey.
seats. For member station WPLN, Blaze Gainey reports that Representative Justin Jones says this sends a message to the state's Republican supermajority.
Just after polls closed, it was clear that Representative Justin J. Pearson of Memphis and Justin Jones of Nashville were heading back to the General Assembly. Jones gave a victory speech about an hour after the results had become clear.
The people of District 52 have sent an overwhelming message, a mandate to my Republican colleagues that we're going to stand up and fight back, and that we're going to build a multiracial, multi-generational movement to transform the state and move our state forward.
Jones and Pearson will now shift their attention to a much-anticipated special session on public safety that's expected to begin later this month. Tennessee Democrats have remained focused on tightening gun restrictions in the state since a school shooting in Nashville in March. For NPR News, I'm Blaze Gainey in Nashville.
Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny has been convicted by a Russian court on extremism charges today. He's been sentenced to another 19 years in prison. Navalny is already jailed, and he blames a near-fatal poisoning on the Russian government. On Wall Street, the Dow Jones Industrials are up 180. This is NPR. The Labor Department says the U.S. economy created 187,000 jobs last month. The monthly unemployment rate edged down to 3.5%. Unemployment remains at a 50-year low. New York City police are searching for a suspect and investigating the stabbing death of a man at a gas station in Brooklyn as a possible hate crime. Witnesses say O'Shea Sibley's attackers shouted homophobic slurs. As NPR's Kristen Wright reports, many are remembering Sibley and disturbed by his death.
O'Shea Sibley was 28. He was a professional dancer and a gay black man. Jamichael Deshawn took dance classes with Sibley at the Area Extension Studio in New York.
Stuff that they don't know how to do nowadays.
So talented and so beautiful, and it's just so disheartening for his life to be taken away so early.
Why don't y'all do
Witnesses
that?
say Sibley and his friends were pumping gas and dancing when an argument broke out with men using homophobic slurs. Sibley was stabbed.
The person who took his life away did not have empathy and understanding the freedom and joy of black queer men, and he felt that he needed to call that out and in the end take that away from someone.
Kristen Wright, NPR News.
This week's deadly torrential rain in China is still causing problems. It's flooded rivers, endangering thousands of people downstream. The province that surrounds the capital, Beijing, is asking entire villages to flee for water. Southern China was hit by a typhoon a week ago today. That storm then moved north toward Beijing, triggering misery. I'm Corva Coleman, NPR News.
NPR Plus is a new way to
Amazon.
support public.
Skip.
In NASA News, NASA and Axiom Space have signed an order for the fourth private astronaut mission to the International Space Station, targeted to launch no earlier than August 2024 from the agency's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. A Northrop Grumman Cygnus resupply spacecraft is on its way to the International Space Station with more than 8,200 pounds of NASA science investigations and cargo after launching at 8:31 p.m. EDT Tuesday from the agency's Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia. NASA will host a news conference at 2 p.m. EDT on Tuesday, August 8th at the agency's Kennedy Space Center in Florida to provide Artemis II mission preparations and crew training updates. Artemis II will send a crew of 4 astronauts on a journey around the moon and bring them back safely, paving the way for future long-term human exploration missions. NASA and Boeing will host a media teleconference at 2 p.m. EDT Monday, August 7th to provide an update on the first astronaut flight of the company's CST-100 Starliner to and from the International Space Station. NASA will highlight groundbreaking discoveries, benefits for humanity, and how the agency and its commercial and international partners are maximizing research and development aboard the International Space Station at the 12th Annual International Space Station Research and Development Conference. In weather. Right now in Seattle, it's 66 degrees Fahrenheit with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast has mostly sunny weather, with a high of 81 degrees and a low of...
Off. Amazon, tell us a joke.
Why are low-carb diets so controversial? They go against the grain.
Wow, that's terrible. So there's this lady the other day I saw at work. She has major allergy problems, and like all of a sudden it came on, and instantly her eyes were watery, runny nose, all this. And she says that what it does, it hits her like that, and then it goes away. And she has to take allergy medicine, and it makes her drowsy. So, she never heard of this. You can't really see it. But, they got these medicine teas, man. Echinacea plant. Yeah. So, they don't say this on the directions, but you can take this for about 2 weeks, because if you research the echinacea plant, it works good for like 2 weeks. It boosts your immune system and makes it better for 2 weeks. And then, just like coffee or tea, it drags you down. So at that point, you need to lay off, switch it up, do something different. They don't put that on the box because they want you to keep buying it. But yeah, just echinacea. Yeah, all right. All right, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. Take care.